Hi, welcome to High Road. My name's Andrew, and in today's episode I'm going to show you the worst sounding string I've ever heard on a guitar. In case you're wondering about the shirt and tie, this is actually where I work. I work at a private school and this is my teaching studio. I have about 50 kids come through here every week, and this is what we have to wear to work, so that's why the shirt and tie. However, this is actually one of my students' guitars, and this particular student has been procrastinating changing their strings for about 2 to 3 years now. And I don't know how these strings have even lasted that long, but they're at the point where they're so rusty and so crusty that they just sound like dirt. So here's the string I was playing to you before. It's string 2. And no matter what I do, I cannot get this string even to sound in tune. Normally when we talk about a string being in tune, we're talking about in reference to a particular pitch. Now when I try to tune, say, the 3rd string, I use this tuner here. Now when I play string 3, no problem. When I play string 2, the tuner doesn't know what to make of it. It's jumping all over the place. Here's string 3 again. String 2. So given that my tuner is as confused as my ears are, I want to get to the bottom of this. The tuner's sort of trying to find the B, it's trying to find the note, and it just can't do it. So I suspect that the string is so completely screwed up that the upper harmonics of the note are actually out of tune. So I'm going to change the strings. Now that they're on, they're tuned up and they're pre-stretched, have a listen now. So here's the before sound, and here's the after sound. Much better. Now before I changed the strings, this particular string, string 2, was so bad it was actually untunable. It was impossible to get this string to tune to a B. It sounds ridiculous, I know. So I ran that note through a spectrograph so you could see what I'm talking about. Let me move those a little bit closer together so they're easier to compare. Now when we see these strings side by side, you can clearly see that the lower fundamental and the first few overtones are almost identical. But the higher up you go into the overtones, things are very different. The harmonic spectrum of the old string looks uneven, whereas the new string has a smoother, more consistent spread. This is why you need to change your strings regularly. When a string is brand new, the string from end to end is completely uniform and consistent. So when you play the string, the whole string vibrates the way it's supposed to. However, when the string is old as this one, the string is no longer consistent along its length. The fretting end of the string collects gunk from your hands, it rusts, it collects dirt, and where you're fretting, the frets actually chip away little bits of material from the back of the string. So this end of the string is no longer the same as other parts of the string. So the problem is when you play the string, the upper harmonics of the note no longer match with the fundamental tone of the note, and you get this out of tune, weird sound, and my ears were telling me something wasn't right. Even my tuner was telling me that something wasn't right. It was the worst string I've ever heard. Now the fun part is I didn't tell my student that I was going to change the strings. I just went and did it. So I'm going to put the guitar back in the case, and I'm going to put the case back in the storeroom, and when he comes in for his lesson, I'm going to enjoy watching his face as he realizes something's a little different about his guitar. See you in the next video.